Good evening, friends, and welcome to a major update about the American Village. We're doing a few live streams today. This particular part of the live stream is going to be about the American Village as of June 2024. And if you want to comment anywhere on Tim Kirby Russia Hardcore on Telegram. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably already too late, and this is not so much of a live stream as it is a recording. But anyways, the American Village project keeps, it has changed many times since it began, so I thought it would be good to tell you guys what's going on and also give you a little bit of a warning, because the main thing that I want you to understand is that in the past I have told everyone, wait, don't just come to Russia willy-nilly, don't rush, hold on, we're going to get this whole village thing sorted out, and we're going to get you a pathway to come here. Why? Because if you don't have a legal foothold to immigrate to Russia, you can't immigrate here. If you just show up with, your wife and kids, and no plan, and no means to immigrate, you could be stuck in one hell of an immigration limbo. And possibly, if you fail to escape from that limbo or find someone, some maybe Russian political figures to bail you out, maybe give you a little exception to the migration quota, you might even get deported and really ruin your life. So that's why I told you guys, wait, hold on, let the American Village get started. Now, things have changed. Here it comes. It is the opposite situation entirely. We have finally gotten people to join the American Village. At the very least, one person, they've put their money down. I just bought them the land to build their house in the American Village. We are started. Now is the time to get going and hurry. Why? Because the land that the American Village is on is not my land. This is land that is up for sale. And as I mentioned before, in previous videos, there's no guarantee that land is going to sit there. Of course, we can find more land in places not far away and all this, that, and the other. But ultimately, now is the time to strike. Because if you can afford to do this whole American Village thing, it is kind of now or never. In 2024, we have the 20 plots of land now down to 16, 15, and they're going. So if you were thinking about this and you were kind of going, well, maybe I'll do this one day, now is the time. We have the, it's like I said, it's the opposite. We have the land, we have all the legal infrastructure in place. The lighting keeps changing here, excuse me. Okay, now it's better. So we have all the legal infrastructure in place. We've already got started on the first house. This is working. Guys, it's ready. Now is the time to join the American Village. And again, as I was just saying, because people seem to not understand this, they're like, why should I do this? I can just move to Russia. No, you can't. The whole reason that this exists is because there's no easy way to move to Russia. People keep also writing me about what's called a golden visa. Apparently, golden visas are certain countries, you could invest a lot of money into some sort of real estate, and they give you residency. Well, in Russia, it's something like 25 million rubles, supposedly on the internet is what they write. But that's the cadastral value of stuff. And the cadastral value is often 8 to 10 times less than the market value. So although they may say you should buy something for 25 million rubles, which is like $250,000, what they actually mean is something of a market value of about $2.5 million. That is a big difference. So you essentially have to buy a mansion or an ultra-elite apartment in some extremely expensive historical region of Moscow or St. Petersburg, and that's about it. The government has worked a lot to crack down on the whole thing where people would open a business and then try to which isn't cheap either, of opening a business, but then hiring them themselves as their own core employee of this business, and then paying themselves. Well, the crackdown seems to be going on that. I don't know if that even works anymore. So ultimately, guys, with the exception of getting married to a Russian citizen, it's kind of the American Village or nothing. All right? And so that's what I wanted to say is that, again, the whole point of this thing, it's not to build some cutesy-poo community, which is kind of part of it. It's to allow Western people to move to Russia who couldn't do so because of the way the laws are. That is the whole genesis of this idea from the very beginning, all right? But now is the time. Now is the time when you can actually do it. And like I said before, in the past I told you, wait, hold, no hurry, no hurry. Now it's the opposite. Now it's the time to hurry. For today, we have access to land. For today, we have all the promises and amazing letters from the governor and all this stuff in order. For today, the laws are working in our favor and we can do this for today. So if you do want to move to Russia, why don't you try doing it in 2024? This is now the time to do it. The American Village is open. It is a go. It is now around the Istra area. It's a beautiful area. You will definitely like living there. And yeah. So anyways, someone kind of wanted to call in. Anyways, if you want to call in, raise your hand. If you want... Oh, so Dr. Z. Hello, Dr. Z. You want to talk about something? And then I'll go to messages. Hello, Dr. Z. You may have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, hello.
Hey, Tim.
Yes.
Thanks so much. I've been following the project for quite some time, and it's good to see how everything's progressing. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
I'm actually going to be in Moscow next week. I was wondering if there's any way for me to possibly get in touch with the expat community there, kind of see how everything's working, maybe visit what you have with the village.
Well, the thing is, it just started. One house is going to be, is the foundation is getting laid. You know what I mean? So it just started. That's another thing. So here, it's good you asked. So Dr. Z, let me explain. I'm going to temporarily mute you, then unmute you, because background noises drive me insane. So, why I started is we just bought the land. We're going to pour a foundation there. That's what I mean by getting started. There isn't like a pre-existing community. One thing that people think is that there's this sort of location where there's all these sort of pre-built houses as part of like a real estate development, and you're essentially buying a pre-built house. You are buying the land and the opportunity to buy a house. The other thing also that is important to note is that during the process of doing this American Village, I essentially created a mechanism where I could buy land for foreign people they couldn't normally buy anywhere in Russia. Okay? Anywhere. So not just the American Village. If someone really wants to buy something around Sochi or Siberia or whatever, they can do that. But as of now, there's really nothing to see. If you're going to be in Moscow, there's not going to be much of a community to see. Maybe we could get together and have lunch or something. I could give you the location of the village if you'd want to head up there. But it really depends on how serious you are about this, because I can't do tours of the village all day long, because then that's all I'll do in life. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I understand that. Yeah, lunch would be great.
Okay, so write me. You have my access to my personal Telegram, right, or not?
I don't think I do.
Okay, let's see. If I send you a message, hi. Okay, hold on. It keeps typing in Russian. Stop it. Hi, this is Tim. There you go. I just sent you a direct message, and so you can write me over that way. And yeah, if you want to go see the village on your own, do you know how to use taxis in Russia?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
I've been to Moscow before. I was actually born in Kiev.
Oh, okay. So you're in kind of a more interesting thing. So, anyways, cool, dude. I can give you the if you take a look at the site. Let me get the site. Oh boy, where is the site? Mm-hmm. Oh, you have the site. Well, that gives you information of where it's located and all that stuff. So if you drive up there, be it on your own car or be it on a taxi, if you tell me the day and time, I can get them to make you a pass so they let you in and all that other stuff, and you can take a look around. So, yeah. All right. Very good. All right. Talk to you later, man. Thank you. Dr. Z. It's Dre Z. Excuse me. Dre Z. Jay-Z's cousin. So, yeah. So, anyways, let's see. Are there any comments in the chat about this particular... that has nothing that's not related. Not really. Okay, so anyways, that was another good thing that we had that call, because it did remind me that if you do want to try to live somewhere else in Russia, now I have the magic formula that I can get that land or house that you wouldn't normally be able to buy for you. But again, I remind people that there's a reason why the American Village is in the Moscow region, as in the region that is outside of Moscow. Moscow, the city, and the Moscow region are two different states. They are separate legal entities, but The reason is because I have had the chance to talk to hundreds upon hundreds of foreign people who live in Russia. And when you're talking about St. Petersburg, Moscow, the region around St. Petersburg, the region around Moscow, things are just easier. It is much easier for Western foreigners to adapt, to get through the migration bureaucracy, to build careers, to find any job, I should say, more so than a career, than it is, to do other places. Essentially, if you are not brutally hardcore, like if you're someone who you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you see yourself as like an Andrew Tate kind of person, like if you are not 100% full go, full aggression, all day long kind of person, you really aren't going to make it anywhere in Russia outside of those two regions. Why? Everyone who immigrates to not the Moscow, St. Petersburg universe has a ton of problems. It's hard to do as is. It's even harder in other regions. In those regions, it becomes much harder to find a job. Like you can see in Dagestan, when I've been there a bunch of times now, I can even see that it's very insular. Everyone hires their cousin. If you went down to Dagestan, yes, the weather is amazing. The people are really nice. The food is delicious. But you are not somebody's cousin. And so how are you going to build a job there? I don't know. You have to be somebody's cousin. And it just creates this whole sort of really tough situation where, again, you have to be hardcore. Like our friend Wild in Siberia, Dan, right? He's getting married and he's bought some land and is building a home in Siberia. I believe, I don't know where they live. Oh, gosh. Around Lake Baikal or whatever. But yeah, he's like a former Marine. He's tough. And also he was from apparently somewhere in like the backwoods of Mexico as a kid. So he's that guy. He has the right, I'll put it this way, he has kind of the right stuff. Again, if you don't wake up and look at and don't feel like you're Andrew Tate 2.0, then you basically should really orient yourself towards Moscow and St. Petersburg, because everything else is going to be a massive battle. And after you get citizenship in Russia, that's when you can sort of experiment, right? Because say you did join the American Village, time goes on, you get citizenship, and what if you do go down then to, I don't know, Chechnya? You go there and you're impressed. Houses are beautiful. Everything's clean. No drunk people or whatever. You like it. When you have citizenship, it's real easy to move somewhere else. When you don't have citizenship, it is really difficult to immigrate. You see what I mean? So Moscow Settler says Moscow is the best city to live in. For a lot of people, I'd say for foreigners it is, because like I said, guys, my opinions don't just come from like random feelings or magic. It comes from constantly talking to people about these issues. And everyone who immigrates to Russia goes through some kind of pain in the butt. And if it's not Moscow or St. Petersburg and the surrounding regions, it's just a nightmare. Try immigrating down south or in Siberia. It is just soul crushing. And then again, like I said, try finding a job, especially if you're Russian, isn't like 10 out of 10 outside of Moscow or St. Petersburg. It's rough. I know people, like I've mentioned on a previous live stream, people who have now given up on Russia. And one of the reasons they gave up is they've moved to regions that are not Moscow and St. Petersburg, and their children who turned 18 can't find a job. You see? So, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, the main thing I wanted you to know is that the American Village is ready, and that now is actually the time to hurry, because, as I stated before, the land is just available land. I don't own it. If I was a millionaire, this would have been a lot easier. I could have just bought all the land, kept it there, and whenever people want to buy it, they buy it. Because the great thing about real estate in Russia is real estate taxes are miniature. So essentially, you buy a piece of real estate, and you can just sit on it and watch it appreciate in value year after year, and then sell it whenever you're comfortable, and you'll still make money. Awesome. But I'm not a millionaire, so I was not able to do that. So this land, these plots of land, they're going. I don't know if anything is going to be left by 2024. So this is the time, or by 2024. It is 2024. By 2025, I don't know if anything at all will be left. So please, if you want to do this, if you're thinking, yeah, I want to, now is the time. Because already in 2025, I make no promises. 2024, American Village, now's the time to strike. Anyways, Tim Kirby Russia signing off, and we'll continue on with our live streams right now.